Hey there, everyone. Today we are going to be trying out Oxygen Not Included. Oxygen Not Included is a game by Klei Entertainment. These are the same people that made Invisible, Inc. and Don't Starve. This is supposed to be a space colony simulation game where you try to build the colony, you try to mine for resources, you try to keep your people from dying in lots of different ways. I think this game's supposed to be a little bit like Dwarf Fortress, where every time you try to take care of your people's needs, like one of your needs, by building something, it usually creates a new problem. And if you're not careful, bad things can kind of spiral out of control, which will be a lot of fun. So this is an alpha build. So there may be bugs in this game, or there might be features added before the launch, but I've heard a lot of good things about the alpha build, so we're going to go ahead and give it a try. So I meant for this to be a blind let's play, but I actually went and recorded an entire 45-minute playthrough session, and then realized that I didn't have my audio recording, so it was just me playing without me saying anything. So this isn't quite blind, but I only have about 45 minutes experience with it, so it's practically blind. Let's see. So we're generating a random world. A random world is a giant asteroid that our people will get sent to. So assemble your crew to begin. We could go and shuffle. And just wait until we pick a crew that we like, and we could try to optimize, but I kind of like the idea of just going with what we get stuck with. So Travaldo here is a level 8 scientist. He's really good at learning. He is an early bird, so he has +2 to all skills at morning. But he is a gastrophobe. He has an unshakable fear of kitchens and the culinary arts, so he can't be a cook. He has high decor expectations. 15 is high. Food quality is he expects the food to be at least terrible, and when stressed out, he vomits. A Travaldo's monotonous voice and lack of facial expression makes it impossible for others to tell when he's messing with them. Bert here is a runner. He's got athletics, he's got construction, and he's strong, which means he can carry a lot. And he's good in combat. It means he can run fast. He's also an early bird, and he's also a gastrophobe. So neither one of those guys will be doing the cooking. He has lower expectations for the decor. When he gets stressed out, he will eat too much, and he can handle worse food. Every single Bert has a perpetually damp hands. It must be genetic. Frankie here is a bodybuilder. He's really strong. He's really good at digging and tinkering. He has mole hands, which makes him good for tunneling, but he's a yokel, which means he can't do research, although we've got a scientist over here, so his decor expectations are slightly above average. He can handle terrible food, and when he's stressed out, he destroys things. That's great. We are going to name our colony Philtopia. Philtopia. And we are going to embark. A crew is awoken miles beneath the surface of an unfamiliar asteroid. Oddly, they have no recollection of how they got here. So first thing is, I'm going to pause the game so we can go read these tips. We can use WASD to scan around. We can use H to center back here on our printing pad. We can change the speed, and space to pause. Colony management. Duplicants are self-motivated and do not need to be individually managed in order to perform tasks in a colony. You can use the dig tool in the build menu in the lower left of the screen to begin planning job tasks. Once you have a few placed, your duplicants will automatically get to work. And we have a warning that we have no toilets. Okay, so let's take a quick look around. So this is the area of asteroid that we see. It doesn't look like we can see the outside, so we can go pretty much in any direction. We have some oxalite here, which makes oxygen, sandstone. Got some dirt. Got some plants up here. This is oxygen also. As the name implies, oxygen is going to be important because there are going to be places, let's see if we can find one, like up here where it's vacuum. They won't do very well there. Here we've got some fresh water, more water down here, more water down here. We've got some metal, some coal. Got some sand. Okay, so first things first, we're going to need to build out an area. Some bristlebriar and some oxygen. We're going to need access to water, and it's nice that we're going to have some easy access right here, it looks like. We're going to need metal to build some things. Down here is a list of all the things that we can build. These are like basic things. If we want to create oxygen, which we do because this little area has only got a little bit of oxygen and our people will breathe it all up. So we can make an algae deoxidizer or an algae terrarium. Algae terrarium here needs fresh water. The deoxidizer needs it needs power. It requires raw metal to make this guy. It requires farming research, which we haven't done, so we can't make those yet. Here's power generation. We can do a manual generator. Running on this wheel produces electricity and smelly duplicates. So it's basically a hamster wheel. Tiny battery that we can use to store things, and then other things that we need research to study. Can make a ration box, which we already have one of here. Microbe musher, which makes cheap food. Plumbing for an outhouse, and since we don't have toilets, we'll be making one of those. Space heater, compost heap, medicine cot, research station, which we'll need to start doing any research at all. Furniture, we'll probably need a cot or 3 cots for our 3 guys before the first day is over. And yeah, hopefully we won't need too many of these tasteful memorials, but okay, so enough talking. Apparently I clicked something that made us go to the oxygen overlay, so it shows us where we've got breathable air. Yeah, so okay, so first things first, we're going to build out some area. Let's go ahead and dig. Let's dig this out. And maybe this as well. Just going. And we'll probably want to also dig down here so we can get access to this water. Yeah, that might be enough for now. Cancel. We're gonna need, let's see, we're gonna need an outhouse. We're gonna need cots. We're gonna need power source. We're gonna need an oxidizer. So we'll just go ahead and let these guys get started on this first. Look at them go. So I'm thinking we want to have the cots somewhere. We want to have the cots somewhere away from the outhouse. In fact, with that in mind, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep digging this way. And we're going to go ahead and create some floor tiles just to make the place look a little nicer. I don't think we necessarily want to go and start digging up plants. No, not quite yet. So you can, I'm going to pause it real quick. Combat. Oh my. Look at this. This did not happen my first playthrough. There is a hatch. It's a bristle blossom. Let's see, hatch. Toasty surroundings, injuries minor. Oh, look at my guy go. He's attacking. Apparently, we uncovered some sort of enemy here. And look at Frankie go. What just happened there? Duplicate movement. Duplicates must have accessible paths to their jobs. So I did notice you can click somebody and click hide navigation or show navigation. It'll show you everywhere they can get to. Wow, combat. Let's see, highest stress. Got calories accessible, population. Okay. Let's let these guys keep going at that. I'm not entirely sure where that person came from. Where that enemy came from. That was unexpected. So maybe we should be a little bit careful where we dig. Oh, and so this area has very little breathable gas, which is why it showed these guys holding their breath and then running for places with more oxygen. Yeah, that place doesn't have a lot of oxygen, but it'll eventually fill the area, I hope, before anything bad happens. Let's dig this area up as well. And this. Oh, we're just dropping sand on stuff. Oops. Well, that was not what I'd anticipated doing, but... What happens if I try to put a plant? Oh, I can't. Oh, we're just going to go ahead and... We don't need to get up before we put the floor down. That's nice to know. Okay, so... Looks like temperature is a problem. Which I don't understand why. It looks like everything's the same temperature. But he is definitely cold for some reason. Or is he warm? 20 degrees Celsius. That doesn't seem that... Let's see. Chilly surroundings, light wounds, dirty hands. Okay, looks like we're probably going to need a medical cot. But wait, we gotta do things in order here. Let's see. First thing we need, we're going to need an outhouse. I'm going to put that over, maybe not next to the fresh water, but we'll put it, let's just put it at the edge of this place here, and we'll put, let's see, we're going to need some cots. And we are going to need some power. Now look at this. Let's see. Colony requires toilets, unrefrigerated food. Well, we don't really have a way of making food right now, so... Environments that are extremely hot or cold will affect your duplicant's internal body temperature and cause stress. Yeah, but it's not hot or cold here, so that's kind of strange. Okay, so we've dug up a lot of stuff. We have... I'm really not sure what to do with that. Well, maybe we should... Nope. Can we Bristlebriar, what does this do? It's genetic ooze. It's a prickly invasive weed that can be domestically grown with flower vases. Bristlebriars exude a mind-altering pheromone that causes them to be perceived as exceptionally beautiful. So maybe we should dig that up. And then I think I saw we've got a flower vase. Let's put that over here by the outhouse. And we can plant the exceptionally beautiful quote-unquote plant over there. Let's see. We're going to need a space for some... yeah, we're going to need a space for some power. Let's go ahead and keep digging here. And maybe... because we still need a way down to water. Let's not do that, actually. What are we gonna do? Let's let these guys finish this up. And here, no seed selected. Let's put a briar seed in there, plant that. So let's see, food. We have 23 kilograms of food. It looks like we are going to need, instead of doing that, let's dig down a little bit. We're going to need another floor. Need to be careful here because there's not going to be oxygen down here at first. And we're going to need to start building a ladder as they go down. So we want to make sure that they can get back up. Because that seems like a surefire way to lose some duplicates, to get them somewhere, drop them in a hole that they can't get down from. Or back up from. Let's figure out what we're going to do over here. I would like to... what I would like to do is have a power area where we can like power a microbe musher and an oxygen algae deoxifier. Let's see how oxygen's doing down here. Yeah, there's no oxygen down here. That's bad. So we'll let that take care of itself. Let that fill back up, and then we'll keep digging. Let's see. How are we doing? Unrefrigerated food. Well, we don't really have that much food, and we don't have a way of making more food, so maybe that's not such a big deal right now. What else can we do? Manual airlock. Storage compactor. Let's do that. Let's, we can have our guys go and gather some of these resources and put them in a central area. Maybe right there. Hopefully after this is built, they'll go around and pick everything back up. Okay, let's just go and say that's for everything. You put anything you want there. I'm sure there's going to be a way to make that more efficient in the future, but I have no idea what it is right now, so right now we'll just pick up stuff and throw it in there. What is this stuff we've got? Dirt. Copper ore, that's good. It's filling up with air. How are we doing over here? Maybe. I want to kind of make it easy for them to get to. Not sure if that's a good idea or not, but let's try it. Getting to the end of the first day or first cycle, so hopefully these beds will... Oh, it's cold. Yeah, the water's not cold. I don't know why everybody's complaining about it being cold. It's cold over here. It's warm over here, but it's like just nice. Yeah, if anything, seems like he's maybe warm, but... Okay, let's see. So we've got oxygen. We're going to need a way to make food. Produces low-quality food for duplicates. We should probably make a research station as well. That'll also need power. Okay, so our next step is going to be... Nope. We want to make power, and we want to start storing it in a battery. So this manual generator, somebody actually has to climb in it and run on it, like a hamster wheel, and it'll create energy while it's doing that. But we want power for, like, even when these guys are sleeping, so we can go and create a tiny battery that'll hold some of the electricity. So maybe if we put the battery here and the generator here, we can connect those with... Oh, maybe we gotta wait for him to finish it first. But also, if your guys are running around, no, they're gonna sleep for a while. If your guys are running around and doing other priority things, you can actually... These jobs, they all have priorities, and they're all set to 5, which is middle. If you want to make something a higher priority, like I want them to make this battery, I can go and click it with 9 and make that higher priority. Other things, I could go and say, you know, going and storing things in storage is actually low priority, so I'm going to make that lower than everything else. And it's kind of boring while they're sleeping, so we're just going to go super, super fast here. Sleep faster, sleep faster, sleep faster. The bars tell you that we're almost out of food, but the storage compactor's almost full. There we go. Okay. We are making insufficient oxygen, which just means that we're using up more oxygen than we're making, which makes sense because we're not making any. I gotta say, I think it's hilarious that these guys have these devices that can build or dig anything, but they still need to go and run in a hamster wheel to generate power. That's hilarious. Okay, let's see. Do we have electrical wire? I think those guys are hooked up. Let's see. Are you hooked up? Maybe. Kind of looks like it to me. So we're going to need to... Okay, why is this algae just sitting here? We would really like that to be floor tile, so it looks nice. So let's go ahead and try digging first. Nope. Dig. Oh, everybody's hungry, except for him, who's got other issues. Ah. But now he's hungry? Now he's got to go to the bathroom. That is some high quality food. Let's see, the food production item. That's a big one. I wonder if... Let's see, can I deconstruct this? And instead, build another cot over here. So, then I can build the power, or the food, micro musher right here. In addition, I would like to make a separate little area for research. So we're going to do that. And we're going to dig. Yep. Let's see how our oxygen is doing. So now this area that I built before, it's actually got a fair amount of oxygen in it. But we probably need more. We'll work on that next. More oxygen. And power. We need to hook up this to this. Right? Power. Oh, you gotta hold it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we're also going to go ahead and make an oxygen guy down here. Okay, so now we've got a food generator. And yep, we got food being made. So I'm also going to want a research station down here. Once he's done, there we go. And we will make power. Wonder if I can make this go up. Maybe? Oh, look at that. What do we need here? No fabrications queued. Let's see, what would we like? We'd like lice loaf, which is terrible food, mush bars, which is grisly, and causes diarrhea. That sounds lovely. This requires dirt and water. This requires meal lice. What is meal lice? Meal lice is something we don't have anything of. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to make some mush bars. That sounds disgusting. But it's something. It's better than starving, I guess. And research. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, there is a lot going on here. I think we want to do farming first. If for no other reason, to give them better things to eat than mush bars. Yuck. Okay, so let's see. We're in the middle of like day 2. We're doing okay here, it looks like. Let's see if anything's changed. So over here something's really cold. Down here, got some metal. What is this? That is an extremely buoyant, non-aggressive species. They rid itself of excess pathogens by excreting lumps of slime with each breath. Oh, and he's polluting the oxygen where he is. Oh, and like here, there's water that's being polluted also. Oh, that's not good. Here we've got hydrogen. Got chlorine gas. Oh my. Okay, so... we've got our 3 guys. Looks like we're going to be getting a new duplicate and a day plus. So maybe sometime during cycle 3. We've got an algae deoxidizer that we haven't connected yet. We've got research station with our scientist down here working on. We have power. We're making food. It's a pretty cramped little colony, but nobody's died yet. That's something. So the last thing I'm gonna do here is, and I don't want to hook this up. I wonder if potential power consumed. I'm gonna assume that we lose power the longer this is, but there's really nothing I can do for it right now. One of the things I like about this game is every time I play it, it's like there's new things that you could do better. Like, it seems like, you want to go and group all your power things together. You want to have some things be centralized, like your storage units. It seems like you might want to have your outhouse in a central area so that everybody can get to it, but it also seems like a bad idea to have that too close to everything else that's going on. But it seems like we'll probably need to build down here, maybe start building up. Research, trying to get better power, trying to get better food, just kind of expand as we go. But one of the other things I like about this is, like, we run out of food, or we start running out of food, so you've got to go and create something that makes food, like this guy up here, but you need power to run it, which means you need to go and create a power generator. But the power generators, they have downsides too. Maybe they're going and eating up all of our oxygen, so then you need to create something that creates more oxygen, and it requires new materials, and everything that you do it's like every problem that you solve, it just goes and creates a new problem or two. And it's just a matter of time. Like right now with just these 3 guys, it seems like it's relatively easy to keep things under control, knock on wood, but seems like once you've got 5, 6, 7 guys, and then of course you're going to need multiple generators and multiple food units, and you're going to need like separate bedrooms, because I've already got these cots strewn about. But this has been a lot of fun. Anyway, this has been our Let's Try of Oxygen Not Included. Unfortunately, nobody died. We did get attacked by something that early on, but it didn't seem like it put up much of a fight. So, looks like the colonists of Philtopia they're not too stressed. They're not stressed at all. They haven't starved to death. We're taking care of everything. This is going to be a successful colony, I think, but I'll probably be playing more of that. I don't know if I'll be recording anymore, but this is a pretty fun game. It's pretty fun even in alpha, but so I hope you enjoyed this, and if this looks like something that you might want to try out, you can pick it up on Steam. I think it was about $20. And it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for watching.